we have the Landorus Therian Form Counter Guide in Pokemon Go to make sure you guys are ready and prepped to take down this Pokemon each and every time. So with all that said, let's jump right in. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you excited about the Therian Form Landorus that's going to make its shining debut for the first time ever in Pokemon Go? I am very excited about this one. Therian Forms are something that I kind of slacked off on rating for, but I really actually like these Pokemon. I think they're great. I like their shinies. So with all that said, let's jump into it. And if you guys do need more raid battles, free access is going to be totally amazing in our Discord. It's going to be in the pinned comments below. And if you want more premium access, that is going to include the brand new bot feature in our Discord that makes raiding super easy. You can definitely check that out also through the pinned comments in the Patreon. So with all that said, we have the Landorus Therian Form in Pokemon Go for the first time ever. That's going to come out from Tuesday, April 26th at 10 a.m. local time, and that's going to go all the way until May 3rd, and then we are going to be having something brand new, right? So I'm excited about that. That will be in the May announcement. If you want to stay up to date on all of my announcements, make sure to sub to the channel and have the notifications turned on. So Landorus in the Therian Form is going to be a ground and a flying type Pokemon. It's going to max out at 4,434. It's going to have an attack of 289, a defense of 179, and a stamina of 205, so it's definitely a little bit more of an attacker heavy Pokemon. And with it being these two type combinations, it's going to be weak to two things, including a double weakness, which is going to be to ice, because of the ground being weak to ice and the flying being weak to ice. So obviously we're going to exploit this ice weakness. And the other weakness is going to be a single weakness to water, and we also have a decent Mega Ice Pokemon. I think you know what we're going to be using. And it's going to double resist ground and single resist bug, electric, poison, as well as fighting. For the Therian Form, under every condition but two conditions, the 100% IV is going to be 2241. And those two conditions that are going to boost it are going to be sunny weather as well as windy weather for the flying. And it's going to boost it all the way to level 25 at 2801. So those are going to be the two 100% IVs you are definitely going to want to remember. And as far as the moveset on this Pokemon, it's going to have fast moves of Mud Shot as well as Extra Sensory. And the charged moves are going to be Stone Edge, Earthquake, Superpower, as well as Bulldoze. So these moves might be slightly problematic for some of our Pokemon as well, being that Ice-type Pokemon are going to be weak to Rock as well as Fighting, and we have two of these moves coming out on these Pokemon, but since it is a double weakness, it is going to be important to use that double weakness. And big shout out to Pokebattler for all the information here that we are going to be covering here in a second, and Pokemon Go Hub for the previous information. According to the Pokebattler, it's going to take 1.54 trainers to take down this Pokemon, so it is going to be a relatively easy duo, especially because it does, like I said, have that double weakness to ice. Now, we're going to get into the top counter, starting off with the shadows. Number one is going to be Shadow Mamoswine with Powder Snow and Avalanche. It's going to have 24 deaths, and it's going to take 368 seconds to take down this Pokemon, but that is the number one Pokemon in here. This Pokemon is going to be weak to fighting, but it's going to be neutral to ground, but since it is a shadow and shadows are a little glassier, I still anticipate that Stone Edge will KO this Pokemon quite easily. And then next we have Shadow Mewtwo. You can't forget about Shadow Mewtwo because it does get Ice Beam in combination with Psycho Cut is going to do this Pokemon quite well. And it does not get the stab bonus, but since it is a double weak to ice and this Pokemon's really powerful, that's what's going to do it. And the other benefit is this Pokemon is going to be resisting fighting. It's also going to resist the Extra Sensory. However, it is a shadow Pokemon, so getting hit with something like Stone Edge will do a lot of damage to this Pokemon, even though it's going to be a neutral hit. And in the next counter spot, which would be number 6, including the shadows, will be Shadow Walrein with Frost Breath as well as Icicle Spear on this Pokemon, which then going to take us out of these shadow counters and into the non-shadows, including Megas. And spot number 1 is going to be a regular Mamoswine with Powder Snow and Avalanche. 22 deaths on this Pokemon, 414 seconds to take it down, so it is increasing it in a positive direction for the time to win. However, at the same time, it's a slightly slower time, but not really all that bad. Which then in counter spot number 2, which is going to be Abomasnow. Abomasnow is going to be Powder Snow as well as Weather Ball. 425 seconds to take it down with 19 deaths. This is going to be the recommended Mega because it's going to boost all of the other Ice type counters in your party, which is always going to do us wonders, so I can't wait to use this Pokemon. And then next we have Glaceon with Frost Breath and Avalanche combination. This is a pure Ice type Pokemon, so it is going to get hit really hard by Superpower, which then takes us into the regular Mewtwo, still doing damage and making its way into spot number 4 with Cycle Cut and Ice Beam. And then we have Avalugg with Ice Fang and Avalanche combination. This Pokemon is a little bit tankier, so it's definitely going to be worth your time here to use this Pokemon, but being all ice type, again, it's going to be weak to rock. Stone Edge is going to KO every single ice type Pokemon quite easily. But also the superpower will hit it pretty hard as well, which will then take us into Galarian Darmanitan. I'm gonna put an asterisk on this Pokemon because it is very, very glassy. Ice Fang and Avalanche on this Pokemon. I do have one powered up to level 40. However, I would probably not make that same investment in that Pokemon because, like I said, it's glassy. It's not my favorite Pokemon to fight with because it feels like it's just like couple smacks and there it goes. And then next we have Articuno with Frost Breath and Ice Beam. This Pokemon is going to be neutral to fighting, which is a positive, but it is going to be double weak to Stone Edge. So if it is Stone Edge, never use your Articunos because they will get pinged out of there real quick. And then next we have Beartic with Powder Snow and Avalanche, followed by Vanillux with Frost Breath and Blizzard, and then Mega Blastoise with Water Gun, as well as Hydro Cannon on this Pokemon. Another thing you could do is unlock a second charge move and use Mega Blastoise with Ice Beam. And then we have Mr. Rime, Abomasnow, Kyogre, as well as Walrein. And if you guys do want to pause and keep going down on the list, you can do so and check out the other counters here. But guys, just remember, it is increasing on the time to win, so it's taking longer, or you're having more deaths, or a combination of the two. That's why the best is to stay as close to the top as possible, which is then going to transition us into the weather conditions. So as far as the weather conditions, in the sunny weather, it's going to boost the Landorus all the way to level 25. It will also boost all of the ground moves that this Pokemon is getting, which is not really that much of a problem because most of these Pokemon are not going to be weak to ground. Which then is going to lead us into partly cloudy weather. Partly cloudy weather will boost Stone Edge, so be very cautious in this weather condition. Maybe this is the time that you do use your Mewtwo's because, man, Stone Edge is going to hit really hard, honestly, for every single Pokemon, regardless of what it is, because it's a one-bar hard-hitting charge move, which is then going to lead us into cloudy weather. Cloudy weather will be also boosting the superpower on these Pokemon. So man, once again, Ice-type Pokemon, beware with superpower in the cloudy weather, which then is going to take us into the rainy weather. The rainy weather is going to boost all of our water-type Pokemon, but as you did see, even in the weather boost with rainy weather, using something like a Kyogre, it's still going to be behind all of the double weak ice counters, right? So that is something that you're going to be making sure to take into account, which is then going to take us into snowy weather. Snowy weather will be amazing. It's going to boost all of our ice type counters. I am not getting anything close to snowy weather here, so unless I get invited to somewhere that does have snow, that will not be an option for me. As far as foggy weather, it will have no effect, and as far as windy weather, it will have an effect, but the only thing it's really doing is boosting the Landorus to level 25. It will not be boosting any of the charge moves, so that is a great weather condition to get a weather boosted one and not have to feel any of the effects of the weather boost, which then is going to lead us to our optimal party setup. So for this specific Pokemon, guys, honestly, like, just use ice type counters. Obviously, if it's got Stone Edge or Superpower, you're still gonna wanna use those ice type counters. I would say you're just gonna have to hopefully have a big enough party. And if you don't, then water type counters in those situations may be a little bit better, like a Kyogre, to go in there and not get dealt so much damage. But if you can sustain it, the ice type counters are always gonna be the best. Mega Abomasnow being the #1 Mega to use, it's gonna boost all the other ice type counters and ice type moves, which is amazing. Shadow Mamoswine, I'm just gonna address it real quick, is a little bit glassy, guys. Even in the best stats, it's glassy. So if you don't have one, or you have one that you're thinking about powering up, sure you can, but I just want to caution you that it may feel a little weird when you start to play with it and you're like, why is this thing dying so fast? It's because of that situation. But beyond that, just going with those ice types, make up your parties, section off who's got Mega Spot #1, Mega Spot #2 if you're in a raid train, and have a lot of fun. And definitely jump into the Discord and hit a thumbs up if you appreciate my content, because I appreciate you watching. So I appreciate you guys being here. Likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out in the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.